Leo, this is your February 2016 reading. This is an extended love reading because it is Valentine's Day this month, followed by a shorter general reading. The card that you have first up says, "A knight awaits you. Make sure you look carefully, for at first glance he may not be what he seems." So for Leos, there is someone out there waiting for you. And quite possibly you're going to overlook this person because you have a set idea of what that person should be like. This could be someone who will partner you, perhaps in a business venture or something fun, or it could be a romantic partner. But keep your eyes open and don't have set ideas of who it is that you want in your life, because you could possibly then be overlooking someone. Now the next card that comes up says there's big changes happening in your partnerships and your relationships. Possibly not the kind of changes you would have welcomed or expected or asked for, but here they are. They've upset the apple cart quite a lot. This has left you feeling hurt, disappointed, rejected, alone perhaps, and as quite possibly your relationship is now drifting apart. Whatever it is that happened within this partnership or relationship, one that you have at the moment, has caused a deep rift for you at any rate. Possibly the other person isn't even that aware of the fact of quite the amount of impact that their actions or words had on you. I'm more inclined to think this is actions that somebody had. And it's left you feeling definitely hurt and disappointed. And don't compromise your heart away here. There's a word of caution there. Next up is your challenge, which says you need to believe and know that abundance will follow. Believe this with certainty, because the card that comes up after that says you will find someone, or the partner that you are with, you will realign with that person and peace will be restored. If whatever happened has caused a big enough break in the relationship that you're needing to move on, know that someone will be coming in, this applies to partnerships as well, that will align perfectly with you, will be a much better fit. For those of you that mend this rift or overcome this rift or whatever's happened in your partnership and relationship, know that you will find that equitable ground again. You will find the peace in your relationship again. You will find the resolution. You will be able to overcome what has happened in your partnership or relationship. So keep that in mind. That abundance card especially speaks of this is not just chugging along the same old way. You will find a better place to relate to one another from, or to re-kickstart that relationship. Then what you don't know is the storm is almost over. So this is just about, or has reached its end already. The worst is over, you're now moving into the sunshine. And there's a new connection coming in. So this is possibly a new person coming in as a romantic partner or a platonic friend or partner. So that is something to definitely look forward to. And if your relationship survives this, or your partnership survives this, there's a new connection coming in between the two of you. This can actually often happen when something happens in a partnership or relationship that you feel has really caused a rift. When you mend that rift, however it is done, you can actually have a stronger partnership or relationship after. It's almost as if it's been tested and it survives the test, and because it survives the test, it's stronger. It doesn't mean that one overlooks, as that other card says, don't compromise your heart away. Doesn't mean you overlook this. It means you find a way over and around this, a way to overcome this and sort out what it is that caused that. Then your next step is going to be to get out of it. So get out of your mind, get out of the situation for a while, normally the physical sort of situation. So if it happened at home or it happened somewhere, Get out there and expand both of your horizons. Expand especially your horizons. Do something new so that you can bring fresh, changed energy into the situation. And then equally important is you need to find closure. Now, what is most important here is you need to express your feelings about what happened, your honest feelings. This is not about blame. This is not about anger. This is not about lashing out. This is about stating calmly and clearly exactly what this made you feel. Now, if you can't actually do that with the person that caused this hurt, because possibly you could have broken up and it could now be over and you don't want to go there, then stand in front of a mirror and tell it to yourself aloud. You need that closure. It's only once you have that closure, be it however you're going to do this, but remember this is about you, it's not about the other person. Then you set yourself free. You set yourself up so that love can blossom once again, be that platonic type of love or romantic type of love. Because your outcome is, once you've overcome this hurdle, there's your soulmate on the other side. So if this is an existing partnership or relationship, you're going to get over this hurdle and you're going to realize this person is a soulmate. They're here for you for life. They're here to be your partner. They're here through thick and thin, through good and the bad. And if you have possibly now separated from this person that has caused you that hurt, know that someone who is your soulmate is waiting there for you. It will be a friendship or a romantic bond stronger than you've ever felt before. The fact that this shows up in the reading now means that this person is not far off. We're not talking long distance now. These readings tend to be within a few months kind of thing. We're not talking years here. But you need closure. You need to sort this out because you don't want to be carrying that baggage into what could possibly be a truly wonderful, brilliant, lovely relationship that is coming into your life at the moment. Right, so that is your extended love reading, Leo. It doesn't start so good, but it ends real well. Okay, now we are going to go into your general forecast. Now, your general forecast says, and this is tied into your love reading, it will be, you can't go through an experience like this without it affecting the rest of your life. It says that this was for your spiritual evolution, what happened with your partner. It was for your growth. It says that all dramas in life unfold to help you grow and evolve. And as soon as you have learned that lesson, you will not be repeating this sequence of events again. The Tower speaks of shaking off that old and taking on the new. Not rushing it. Take your time to do this. And remember, what was broken cannot be fixed. So if someone really broke your heart, then it's time to move on. If you feel you can get past this, then this is a case of accepting that you had your heart broken. Or even if it was a friend or partner that did it, you need to accept that this is what happened. Accept that it was part of your spiritual growth and evolution and move on from it. It's the only way to get past is to move on from it. Now your challenge is going to be yourself and let the other person be themselves. Do not restrict them because there is material security and abundance lying ahead, and this is also going to give you freedom. So understand that quite possibly this spiritual evolution was molding you and shaping you, knocking off those hard edges, because this is the person you need to be for the material abundance ahead. Also, quite often what happens is when you do free yourself to be your true, authentic self, material abundance follows. The two go hand in hand. So you need to live without restrictions. You need to really be yourself. And to remember, this applies to the other people in your lives as well. They need to be who they are. You can't restrict them. You can't make them do what you want them to do. They need that freedom too. Now your outcome card is Lataba. I'm going to read Lataba to you in a minute. But first, we look at the Ten of Wands. Now, the Ten of Wands also speaks about walking away and a new dawn coming. And it looks to me like a lot of you are going to be walking away from a situation. Some of you will be staying in the situation, but you will be finding closure on that situation, and you will be walking away from whatever that particular incident was. You prepare to move forward from it, because there is a new dawn coming. Now I'm going to read from the Lataba card for you, because these lion cards, they're just beautifully written. I can't say it better than this. It says, Lataba represents lion-hearted values. He is all heart. The age-old balancing act between heart and head. Lataba represents lion-hearted values. Okay, he's the more bold and adventurous of the two Akeru brothers. He's generous and lion-hearted. Generous, note. He's ready to take risks and get blood and mud on his face. He'll get hurt and pick himself up again, shake the porcupine quills from his mane, then pad off into the sunset. So what this is telling you is, those porcupine quills that are stuck in your heart, pull them out, let the blood flow. There's mud on your face. You're going to get up and you're going to walk off. You are lion-hearted, and you'll walk off into that sunset, because tomorrow a brand new day will dawn. And to accept those feelings in your heart, they're now part of you. You have evolved and you have learned, and it's part of what makes you the warrior that you are now. Now, your guidance cards speak about breathing, Forest, so remember to breathe. Remember to take in life. Don't shut it out. Take deep breaths and take in life. Purification speaks about letting go of that which is making your heart cold. Okay? So if it's a good cry, by all means do that. If it's going out and really good workout at the gym, by all means do that. But purify those feelings from your heart. Then Island Solitude speaks about taking a bit of time to yourself. Real you time, real me time. Whatever that is to you, whether that is going, I often speak about taking a fishing rod and going sitting at a river for a few hours and just doing that. Whatever it is that you can do just for you, that nourishes just you, go and do that as well. That's always a very necessary part of moving on from a situation, be it that you've moved on permanently from the situation or that you've just moved on from whatever it is that occurred in your life that put those porcupine quills as such in your heart. And finally, your soul path card speaks of the eagle. Now, the eagle says your soul demanded growth. So this situation was created because your soul demanded you to grow, and it was the final push in that part of your evolution. It says do not cling to dogma, because it will hamper your inner flight. Now, dogma is those beliefs that you have that you stick by, that you refuse to look any further past. They are going to hamper you, and this was perhaps that push, that breaking of that dogma, so that you can loosen your thinking, loosen your mind. It says break the chains and learn to soar. Get outside your head and learn to fly. So you guys are spending, we've had this before, Leo. You guys have got too much head stuff going on. And it's about the material stuff as well that came up in your past readings. It's time to get out there and be the warriors that you are. Leo is a warrior. You're supposed to be that. Get out there and be those warriors. Now, the two cards that flank this, the one shows the lady waiting, and there's a message coming. So there's a sense of waiting here. Someone has delivered a message to you, and you now are waiting what comes from this. And you might have the feeling that it's too late, but it's not. It's still coming. So keep that in mind, keep that in anticipation there. The other card says the past cannot be changed. Don't dwell in it, move on. The good and the bad and the ugly contribute to who you are today. They have shaped you into that Leo line warrior that you are. Okay, Leo, that is your February 2016 reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching and listening.